Hello, everyone, and welcome to this month's edition of In the Grove. I am Sue Heaton, and right next to me,
I'm Jeff Frankie.
good to be with you again.
It's good
Jeff,
to be back together again. Sometimes
Yeah,
our schedules don't mix up.
Although I did see you over at the Oktoberfest, that was fun too.
I was there for one night. I had to leave town for a wedding, but
and it was a pretty packed event.
Yeah, I think it went really well this year.
Like all the events, and we're here to promote the next upcoming events as we now look forward to holiday season and everything that's going on.
Who do you have coming today?
Oh, somebody very important, someone you know.
Oh.
Yeah, Mayor Craig Johnson will be here today, and he's talking about the annual tree lighting event. That's another great opportunity for residents to come together and
it's just another good event
kick
for
things
everybody,
off.
And that's very well attended every year. So
lots of fun.
It's I hope the weather holds out. So.
Do you have anyone of interest to talk with?
I do. I have Diane Melanowski, who's the public relations manager for the Elk Grove Park District, and she's coming to talk about all the events that are going to be happening in November and December.
But that's a long list.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff with Santa, so
good.
we'll hear a lot of things that happen there. So
if you're talking Santa,
yes,
that's what I want to hear more about.
I think it's going to be a very interesting show.
Okay, well, please join us. Jeff and we will be right back with our program. Welcome back to our program, everyone. Very happy to introduce you today to someone who needs no introduction, our Mayor Craig Johnson. Thank you for taking time from your very busy schedule to stop by again, Mayor.
Sue, I'm always glad to be here.
Yeah, we love it when you are. And, as I was driving to the studio today, I noticed the fountain is still with the water and the beautiful flowers, but not for long, because already we're here to discuss and talk about and promote our annual tree lighting. Is it possible?
Yeah,
it's that time of year. I mean, we just saw you in a parade about a couple weeks ago for Oktoberfest.
And it was just 83 degrees 2 days ago. Yeah, but yeah, it's that time of year
to start promoting.
It's one of the most exciting times, Sue. You know that. Yeah. It kicks off a holiday season for everybody. Just got done with a beautiful Thanksgiving. We do a beautiful tree lighting and the excitement with all that and the events with it. And but it's that time again. It just catches up to us.
I know, especially as we grow older, doesn't it?
Faster and faster.
Tell us about the efforts that go into planning this year after year.
Well, the main thing with the tree lighting ceremony is we try to have some continuity because it's amazing how many people tell me as they come up to see Santa with their kids. I now have people saying they're bringing their grandkids. They used to bring their kids. Now they're bringing their grandkids.
Well, how many years has this been going on?
This would be our 23rd year.
Well, then quite possible. They're now bringing grandchildren.
It happens. And I've got my grandkids.
I know.
I started bringing my kids. Now my grandkids are going through it. And maybe someday my great-great-grandkids. I don't know. But it's, so we've changed over the years. If you think about it, our first year we had an artificial tree that didn't hold up too well in the windstorm. So we started doing then local trees. People donate their trees.
And whose idea was that?
Well,
they said,
it was
let's
really
make
more
this personal.
Public Works. Yeah, the Public Works guys said, Mayor, we checked. To get a tree from Canada would cost tens of thousands. So to find a tree locally, we said, why not reach out to the residents? And it's funny, for the longest time, we had a waiting list.
I remember
several
you
years,
saying,
and now it's kind of shortening down a little bit. I think most people got rid of their evergreens, but it works out well. We always find someone. So we changed to a new tree. Then in 2000 was the first year we did fireworks.
Yeah,
and that was for the millennial, and that was so popular. We now do fireworks every year, and then a few years ago we started doing concerts.
Yeah, that's
for holiday music. Some people. So that's gone well. So, my first years, I can remember Santa would come and maybe about 10, 15 minutes for everyone to see Santa, kind of wrap it up. Now we're out there sometimes an hour and a half after the fireworks.
Yeah, because he doesn't leave till all the children.
Everybody gets a chance. We now have lines set up for people to come see him and stuff. So it's really changed and grown. We've tried different things, ice sculpture. We tried deer petting or reindeer petting and all that. So we tried different things. But the main thing people come for is they want to see the tree lighting, they want to see the fireworks, and more importantly, they want to see Santa.
Oh, of course. He's the constant of everything.
And there's a family, Sue, that's come every year. They're from St. Charles. And they're the ones that now have their grandkids coming. And every year they make a bowl of chili. They have it on the stove. They come to our event. Then the family goes back home. They have the chili together. And they, it's truly a tradition.
Every year they have not
Every year. They've not missed. I see them every year. Because every year I'm up there welcoming people to see Santa, helping little kids sometimes, all that. And every year they've come.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like tradition. And I look forward to seeing them. You know, so it's not just Elk Grove people. And why he comes here was his company's in Elk Grove. His business is in Elk Grove.
Sure.
I asked him first year, I said, why you come? He goes, oh, Mayor, my business is here. St. Charles didn't have anything like this, so I thought I'd try it. We fell in love with it the first year, and we've just gone with it now every year since then.
Isn't that
and
fun?
so he's probably about my age, so he's probably getting close to retirement. And so, you know, who knows? But it just makes me feel good that people do that. So, you know, but
It's like
a
we're
fun-
their second home, Elk Grove.
Oh,
Village,
yeah.
second
And,
home for
well,
them.
he makes his living here and hires people to work in Elk Grove, so
Sure.
we're glad to have him. But it's a lot of fun. And Sue, the nice thing is, it really shows the uniqueness of Elk Grove Village.
And we are.
We bring community together in such a positive way, a lot of fun, and it really makes you feel good to start the holiday season. It's a blessed way to do it.
Well, let's talk about the tree. How tall have some of them been?
Well, if this tree we get, it's a local family again that comes this year. If we get this tree, it may be the biggest one. So, I mean, they could be 25, 28 feet tall. I mean, it's hard for our guys. They do a great job moving it. It's not easy.
Public
but,
Works goes over.
Oh,
and,
yeah, they take care of all that. And this year, if we do get this tree, we may get a little help because it'll be a west side tree over on the west side of the
have
village.
they always come from the east
Those
side?
have been on
before?
the east side for the most part. Yeah, I think all of them have been. And so with the travel and the thing, we're actually the company we're talking to is the same one that delivers the tree to the city of
Nice.
Chicago for their big tree. And so we're working on it. And but it's fun. It's exciting. And the families are so proud because we invite the family up on stage. And they're
sure.
part of it, and they're so proud because you know
To see
I hear
their
them talking.
tree,
They say
you know,
that that's our
Hey,
tree, and
they
the
may
kids
have
say,
grown it from a little
a sapling,
guy.
yeah.
Sure.
For the kids, a lot of people plant evergreens and tie it to a birth of a child.
Oh,
And, you know, but it's so funny because you hear them say, hey, that's our tree. Hey, Mayor, thank you, that's our tree and
Lots
stuff
of
like
pictures
that.
taken
Oh,
for the
yeah.
family album
It's a lot
there.
of fun.
What about the lights? How many lights are
We're
needed
probably close to 300,000 lights.
for just the tree or
No,
the
whole
entire
area.
display?
The whole area.
And the whole area is wonderful.
And we're adding new stuff. This year you're going to see a new ornament, lighted ornament that you can walk through. It'll be over by the Memorial Park this year. Last year we added the
Nice.
penguin sliding down. So we're starting to add again. We had a few years we didn't add anything new, but now we're starting to expand the little features again. So
It's kind of what I do in my house every year. You know, a craft show always has something that you think would be nice to add to your village or that. So that's what
Yes.
you're doing on a much bigger scale.
Yep. So yeah, we're doing that. It's just fun, and you know we changed the thing going across the
That's
the,
really good.
Wellington there, and you know we just want to keep it fresh. What's really nice though, Sue, is what I've seen over the years is how much now the library and the park district,
Yeah.
how much they
It's
decorate.
like unity
They-
there.
Yeah,
It all comes.
it really brings people. It's the center of town. We call it town center for a reason. That clock tower is almost geographically in the middle center of our town, and so we bring people together, and it's fun. We watch them. I drive by a lot there with the kids. My kids living just over on can't think of it right now. But
They'll be
those are-
happy to know
anyways,
Dad doesn't
it's
know
right
where
by
they live.
Berkshire.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, I go by over their house all the time, and how many people you see walking around, taking pictures,
Oh, yeah.
looking at the different things from the park district to the library to the village. They're there all season.
You think some people use it as a backdrop for their Christmas
I
card?
know they do
Oh.
because I've seen them. So and they'll send
Why
me
not?
one. Say, Mayor, you may like it. That's our family picture in front of the Christmas tree. Mayor, you're going to like this. This is in front of the igloo thing or something. Yeah.
Any winter weddings ever use that backdrop?
Not yet,
But
but,
they-
that's not a bad idea,
Yeah.
especially if they want to go to the park district. They got that
Yeah.
pavilion area. What a great location that'd be
Yeah,
with
that'd
all
be
the stuff they
pretty,
do
yeah.
on the water, the little pond freezes
yeah.
and stuff. I mean, it's not a bad idea.
There
And they
we
go inside the garden terrace room. They have the
Yeah.
reception.
Now that's a good idea. I think Diane Malinowski's coming up, and she'll
Bring
like
that
all
up to
this.
her. Might be a way to
good
market a little
idea.
bit.
Well, we've talked about the tree and the lights. Are there still going to be refreshments?
Yes, we always get the refreshments. The Leo Club, the Lions Club, the former Lioness Club, they all help serve that. And we couldn't do all the work without them. So we have the hot chocolate, the coffee, you have the cookies. We have that. And then, of course, the candy canes we have for the kids seeing Santa.
Okay.
So all that's there for you. So
That's
you come
good.
early.
Traditional.
And now with the little longer one, because we have the concert beforehand, you're going to want the hot
Right.
chocolate. You're going to want the coffee to keep you warm and ready for the show.
Well, okay, the concert.
Yes.
Who's appearing?
This year we have Jim Peterick, the former Ides of March, and he was a former member of Survivor. He helped write Eye of the Tiger. So he's coming to do the concert. So he does some of his hits, and then of course the Christmas music.
Great concerts here,
Yes,
Mayor.
and they play from 4:30 to 5:30, and we try to stick pretty close to our time frame. And then after that, we do the countdown for the tree lighting. Then if Santa doesn't show up because of the lights, we do the fireworks, of course, to get Santa to know right where he goes.
Oh,
And
Santa.
after that, Santa shows up on the fire engine, and he's there to greet all the kids that want to meet him that night.
And there's not, you think back to childhood, and do you ever see wider eyes than when they actually see that man, coming? And he
it's
comes in royally on his uplifted right on the fire truck.
Yes, he
and-
does. And it's really special because to see, like you say, the faces
Yeah.
of those kids, the excitement they have. Because think about it, this is the first day after Thanksgiving, so the first time they can really get to see Santa,
Yeah.
start telling what they want.
All the
and
dreams.
to watch the kids come up there, and some are nervous, some are scared, but he's got
Scared.
a way to calm them down, gets them up on his lap.
Some of them still
they're happy.
cry. I mean, some
No,
little
he's
kids are-
good.
He's
Santa's
good. He's not too
They
scary.
get a little nervous, but he gets up there and he calms them down. But that's Santa. And that's the specialness of Santa coming to Elk Grove. And one of his first stops during the holiday season is right here in Elk Grove. And he tells me every year, Mayor, I love being in Elk Grove. It's my home away from home.
Yes.
So he leaves the North Pole. He loves
Right
coming down
here
to Elk
to
Grove
the
Village. So it goes
The
well.
children love to know that Santa knows where to find them
Oh,
on
yes.
Christmas
He's
morning.
there for it. And what's nice too is the uniqueness of bringing the community together. We get several thousand people, and they come together,
Yeah.
and they have fun. They sing the Christmas songs together with the band's playing, and it shows the uniqueness of Elk Grove and the warmness we have here in Elk Grove. And like I say, from the gentlemen who's coming all 23 years from St. Charles
Wow.
to other ones that bring
That's
their
amazing.
great grandkids now, and it's really a special event, and it just makes you
That's
feel
what
good.
we need more of.
Oh, yes,
Really,
and-
these days we just need more of coming together and that warm feeling that this time of year we hopefully brings. And what a great way to kick it off. Can you really imagine that? Remember Y2K? How long ago that was? We are coming to the end of this decade.
Yeah, it's 20 years since
Yeah,
Y2K.
wow.
And like I say, the fireworks, the uniqueness of that, and it's funny how many towns are starting to do more fireworks, kind of copying. We kind of set the trend sometimes, go over the events.
Set a high standard.
Yeah, and Johnny Rocket's done it all the years, does a phenomenal job, and it's just such a great night for everybody. And I know the restaurants there, from Good
they
Tequila
appreciate-
to Buffalo Wild Wings to all the other ones in the area, just love the business coming in. They fill up, and it's just, like I say, it's really a special way to keep the season going, and really it shows Elk Grove for being Elk Grove, and that's what makes us so proud of it.
Yeah. I know my daughter loves the countdown.
Oh, yeah.
10, to when it all starts.
And we do-
It's
we
a
do
really
great.
fun night.
And it's funny because as much as people say it's the same, they always say, don't change it, Mayor. Don't
Well,
change
there's-
what we're doing.
yeah, well, there's comfort
it's such a
in
great
that
feel
sameness,
behind it.
yeah.
And not only that, it's unique. It's truly Elk Grove. How we do it, how we celebrate, and how we bring people together. And just watching the kids all these years, we're getting older, but the kids seem to be the same age that
Yeah,
go out to see Santa every
sure.
year. And they are, because they get younger,
And you
new
get to
ones.
enjoy it through the eyes of your grandchildren.
Oh yeah, and it's a lot of fun, and more importantly, I get to enjoy it through the eyes of everybody that's there.
That's there.
And everyone can be not so thankful. They're so grateful, And then like we have the Leo's Club. They help. They help bring the elves in, the girls. They've done it for several years. These girls, and they just love doing it and helping. And it's just like I say, it's just Elk Grove at its best.
Is it about the most fun part of your job?
I
Along
love
with-
kids. People say, Mayor, what do you enjoy doing most as mayor? I love seeing kids. So when I talk to schools, or when kids come to the village hall for tours, I meet with them there, or for the tree lighting ceremony, or even when I meet kids at a concert, or I meet them at a play party, picnic, all that. It's just, you love seeing the energy, the innocence of the youth.
Yeah.
And to think they grew up in the same town I grew up in.
Yeah, right.
And
I've heard that you're a native of this
yeah,
town.
I mean, to have it, we had tree lighting way back then. Nancy Vanderweel, when she was a trustee, used to do a tree lighting with the way the village hall was then. They stopped it for a number of years after she left, and I got the idea from her. And so, as much as I enjoyed what I had growing up here, we want to make sure the kids today have what we had. And that was that sense of community, that sense of knowing your neighbors, the friendliness, the safety, the security of being part of Elk Grove. And that's what this is part of. And what a better way to celebrate
Always
it
fun.
than the holiday season.
So everybody, now did we mention the date? We know it's
It's
the
the Friday after
the big
Thanksgiving.
feast, the Thanksgiving
so just remember,
feast.
4:30 the concert starts, 5:30 the tree lighting, and again, Santa will guarantee to be there. He does not leave till everybody that wants to see him has a chance to see him. It's guaranteed. Santa will stick around. I won't let him leave.
No.
I hold him there to make sure.
Did you make out your list? Have you been naughty or nice this year, Mayor?
Well, it depends what it depends what people consider naughty nice. But you know what? In Elk Grove, we're always nice.
Right.
And that's
yeah,
what
it's a
counts.
wonderful community, and it's filled with a lot of activities throughout the year.
It sure is.
And for all the work that you and the trustees do, and everyone that volunteers, everyone that contributes, it's just a big thank you, because it is fun living in Elk Grove Village. So much to do.
And that's the meant to be. It's meant community. Unity in the community, from
first.
the concerts in
Right.
the summer to the tree lighting to the other events we put on throughout the year.
Yeah.
We want to keep that unity within this community.
Yeah, it's always fun, and it's always fun to have you on the program to promote
Thank
what's
you.
ever coming up next. So as we go into another decade,
Yep.
You know?
It's starting. And
best wishes to
bigger and better for Elk Grove.
is-
That's
oh
always
yeah,
our motto.
always.
That's right.
Everything's growing in Elk Grove Village. Well, thank you for taking time again to be with us today,
Thank you,
Mayor
Sue.
Johnson. It's always fun.
And thank you for your efforts.
Oh.
People don't realize you volunteer your time to do the TV shows, to inform the public. It takes time away from your family. So we want to thank you for everything you do also.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's fun. It's a wonderful opportunity to get to meet people in our village, and I do thank you for that. That's very nice of you.
Yeah,
And we thank everyone for joining us. Don't go away. We will be back with the rest of our program.
Welcome back. Today my guest is Diane Melanowski, Public Relations Manager for Elk Grove Park District. Welcome back, Diane.
Thank you, Jeff. Nice to be back.
Seems like we just were here maybe about 4 or 5 months ago
Yeah.
talking about what the summer was going
I
to bring
know.
in the spring, and now
Time flies.
I know we're towards the end of the year. So what do we have coming up for fall and winter?
Well, I'd like to tell everyone about our holiday events that are coming up.
Okay.
Starting in November, this year we've moved the Sheila Ray Adult Center Holiday Bazaar to the beginning of November. So it'll be November 7th and 8th from 9 to 2 each day over at the Hattendorf Center. And they have lovely handcrafted items, jewelry, ceramics, quilts, knitted crochet. It's free admission. And moving it up a little bit helps because a lot of the items are also Thanksgiving inspired.
I get you.
So there's Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's just a nice balance. And then after that, a lot of our deadlines for our fabulous December programs happen in November. So I want everyone to know like what's coming up in December so that you don't miss out on getting in.
Oh yeah, they all sign up. I forgot about it. You just don't go. You have to sign up for some of these things.
Yeah,
Okay.
because there's so many people and
Right,
so many
right.
cupcakes. So the first thing that we've got going, and it's so popular every year. This year on December 3rd, it's Santa's Story Time. So that's from 6 to 7:30 in the lovely Garden Terrace room, and this one is one of the ones that fills up.
Fills up quick.
And they've got entertainment on a stage there, and Mrs. Claus reads some stories. So it's so cute. And they do crafts with hot chocolate, and then they take the kids down the hall to ride the carousel.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's really nice. Then you all get to leave with a souvenir picture with Santa Claus.
Really?
And the tickets before December 2nd are just $5 each.
Ah.
And on the day of the event, they're $7.
Okay.
But I don't know if we've ever even made it to the day of. It's usually
I'm
sold
sure.
out.
Booked up. Get in there and sign up quick. Okay.
December 7th, we have Breakfast with Santa. So that's another popular
December
one.
7th, breakfast with Santa.
Santa.
Okay.
That's 9 to 11 in the morning in the Garden Terrace room. And it's a really good breakfast. Again, there's entertainment. You'll get a photo with Santa and a gift from Santa.
Did a lot of photos with Santa.
Well, it really helps. It's a memorable occasion where, you have someone else taking the picture for you.
And the breakfast is included, correct? With
Yes,
all that?
yes.
So
Yeah, it's a nice,
just a good meal for $13. You get a good breakfast too.
yes.
So,
And that's one of the ones that they need the registration by the end of November.
by the end of November, and that fills up pretty quick too, right?
And if you don't want breakfast, on December 11th, we have snacks with Santa.
There's a lot of food. No wonder he's a big guy.
Yeah. He's really busy around that pavilion, I tell you. So Snacks with Santa's on the 11th from 4:30 to 6, and that is in the Jumps and Jiggles carousel area.
Wonder what that meant.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Jumps and Jiggles. So you ride the carousel, and there's a professional photo package that comes with this one, where you get a big picture and several small pictures. So this one has a professional photographer with it.
Okay, and that's from 4:30 to 6 p.m. On December 11th.
Yes, and you get to have snacks and
Okay.
the picture with Santa. And coming up on then rolling into December 14th from 9 to 3 in the Garden Terrace, which is a Saturday, they are having their annual holiday gift show. So it's different than the holiday bazaar put on by the Adult Center, because those are all handcrafted items made by the members at the Sheila Ray Adult Center. The holiday gift show, we bring in over 40 vendors. So they have blankets and jewelry and scarves and novelty items and a lot more holiday things with the wreaths and the crafts. So it's free admission, 9 to 3, and it's very popular. Especially, it's just a few weeks before Christmas and New Year, so people are out.
That pretty much takes up the whole place, doesn't it? The whole pavilion almost, as I recall, working out on a Saturday morning, going out, and there's tables everywhere.
Yes, it started years ago with just filling the Garden Terrace, and then it kind of creeped out into the hall, and now it goes all the way down
Right.
into the halls in the pavilion.
Yeah, so if you need like a little stocking stuffer or something like that, there's quite a few things.
There's
that
a
I recall.
lot of nice things, like a lot of nice candles and just things that they're different every year. So it's worth going because you're like, oh, I have to have that for whomever you're buying for that year. That afternoon on December 14th, 1 to 3, is the Snowflake Swim. So
Outside in the outdoor pool?
no, they transformed the Pavilion Aquatic Center into the North Pole.
Okay.
And besides swimming, the kids can tie-dye T-shirts, and they have games and prizes. It's just a fun event. You know, some people would rather have a story time, and then there's a lot of families with children that would prefer a swimming event. So this has been real popular over the years. Again, it does sell out. Children are $12 and adults are $5 if you live in Elk Grove. And if you're a non-resident, children are $14 and the adults are $6.
Okay.
And the difference is that the children are getting the prizes, the games, the T-shirts, but you know, most children around water need their parents' supervision.
Oh, yeah. Now, all these programs we're talking about, you can either go to the pavilion, sign up, or go online. Is
Yes,
that correct? Okay.
and
I'm sure
everything
you'll
that
cover that. I just wanna
I'm
make
telling you about today is in the fall brochure.
Okay. Yeah.
So this, the brochure came out in August, and it covers September, October, November, December. So all of the recent things will be in here.
Okay. And everybody should have gotten one delivered to
Yes.
their house.
And
The
if
post office did
they-
their job, but
Yeah, if they put it away somewhere, you can pick it up at
the pavilion.
or the
correct.
Hattendorf, and then we also have at all our counters these little pocket schedules which highlight
Oh, have all the events.
all the
on there.
events that we're talking about today.
Gotcha.
So you can carry it around and just
Oh, that's
not
good.
forget what you're up against. On to the 20th, where there's just a visit with Santa, and that's from 11 in the morning to 1 o'clock. Again, it Jumps and Jiggles and the carousel. the kids play and go on the carousel and play in jumps and jiggles, and you take your own picture with Santa.
With Santa.
So we've got it all covered. As far as you can go at night and get a professional one and have a snack. You can bring your own snacks, go in the day, bring your own camera. You can have breakfast. You can swim with him. You can shop.
He's a busy guy.
Yes, and so they're very popular. These fill. They're local. They're convenient. They're reasonably priced.
Well, it seems like there's so many different events with Santa that even if you can't sign up for one of them, you'll make it in something else, probably. And that's what the great thing is that you guys are doing, are offering a bunch of different things that people can pick. Because I'm sure when we used to only have one or two, they filled up and nobody else could get involved.
And you're absolutely right. And the other thing too is it offsets and it gives you a alternative to going to a mall, a shopping mall.
Right.
Because those are lines, and apparently they're much more costly. And this way, your children are entertained or eating.
Yes, a lot of eating. They're going to have to join the health club. And it's local.
Yes.
Here in town.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go far.
No, you don't have to go far, and you just feel good. You're close to home, and it's good for everyone.
And then you have one thing left.
Yes, and I don't know, what is this, the 12th, 13th, 14th year? We end December on New Year's Eve, the 31st. Every year we've done this. It's the family New Year's Eve party. And it's really nice. It's from 3 to 6, so that the kids get their own New Year's Eve.
Right.
So what happens is, you buy your tickets ahead of time, and a lot of families choose to spend the first hour or so swimming. So they just make a beeline for the pool, so you can swim. You go in the carousel and play in jumps and jiggles, but the huge 3-court gym has a bounce house. We've got a big stage with a DJ, and he's not just playing music. It's the type that crosses over into like full entertainment, hula hoops and dance this way. Everyone gets an ice cream sundae, and then the super fun part is there's a huge stack of balloons across the ceiling of this 3-court gym, and at 6 o'clock there's the countdown to midnight at 6 o'clock for the kids. There's the balloon drop with all the music, and it's always really worked out well.
Yeah, I can't believe how many balloons they have over the ceiling there. It's just made me want to think about going, but I would be napping at that time, getting ready to go out later on.
Well, what's worked out for a lot of the parents, it's a lovely event because the families come dressed up, because they've either had their relatives over, or after this they're going to a formal party, or the children are probably going with sitters, and the parents are going out. But everybody's been covered.
And there's one thing I noticed for this last event. There's no Santa. So Santa's probably in Florida at some kind of retreat to lose all the weight that he put on for some of these meals that you're putting together.
Santa's done by New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so that's good. Anything else that you wanted to cover? I think you've got pretty much everything till the end of the year.
Yeah, that's about it. I just, like to come on to talk to you and let everyone know about all the things that are available, because you and I seem to see these things like maybe over and over again, or the second or the third annual, but we can't forget that there's new people all the time coming into our community.
Right.
And any way we can get the information so they can come and enjoy what a great park district and village that we have.
Yes, it's some great programs, and I'm sure we'll have you back after the first of the year, talk about what's coming in 2020.
Yes, we've always got something new going or enhancing our traditional events.
Yes. Well, thank you again for coming. I'm sure everybody's going to run out and sign up for these programs right away. I hope they do.
Yeah, don't want to miss out.
Make sure you get out there early and get signed up. So thanks again for coming.
Thanks for having me.
All right. We'll be right back after this.
Well, Jeff, if I were Santa, I'd be taking a big nap right now because it sounds like he's going to be pretty busy. I mean, he's going to be kicking off the season. He'll be making an appearance at the tree lighting.
Yes.
And I think he's going to be at a lot of breakfast and photo ops.
Oh, man, probably 4 or 5 different photo ops and different things going on at the pavilion. Also, the bazaar that's going to happen over at the Handorf Center for the Senior Center. So plenty of good things happening. I really thank Diane Melanowski a lot for coming today and explaining it. Park District does a very good job in putting together programs for the adults and the kids.
Yeah,
so
there's always a lot of activities from the beginning of the year to the very end. And thanks again to Mayor Johnson. We know he's always busy but he loves to be here.
Yes.
You know, you can tell the excitement
He
in
loves
his
a
voice.
camera, I know that.
Oh, you know that. But no, we really see the joy in his face at bringing these
He really
annual
does
events.
get excited about it. It's
It
not
is
fake.
fun.
He really
Yeah,
is
we know.
really excited about
And it's just a great community. We know Santa obviously has Elk Grove right at the top of his list.
Yeah. So that tree lighting is going to be very nice. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So and Jim Peterick, I believe, is the
Always great
That was
music.
one of our concerts in the summer at one time. So always something good happening.
Always something good. And really on behalf of all the staff here, as we get into this season of love and sharing and caring and all the good, warm feelings,
Yes.
we hope everyone takes advantage of all the activities coming up in our community.
Well, I hope everybody gets a chance to at least go out and enjoy a few of these things.
Yeah, right. And together, Jeff and I always thank you for being with us here once again on In the Grove. We look forward to being with you next month. Right, Jeff?
That's it.
See you then. Bye
care.
for now, everyone.